and then how you can even hold through that and understand how you can play it out and manage that. And this is not a light position either. Like I said, I dropped 30K on this one. So I'm down like 17K on this shit. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. So you just gotta hold it through. But again, just TP1 is 30K, TP2 is 60K. And then if it rips to the other high right there from the previous high, that's over 100K. Does that make sense, guys? So even if you guys have a fucked up bag, right? Eventually all these will climb back up. It's just this is how they wash people that doesn't have patience or doesn't have the enough money because people need money, right? If you're all your bags down and you can't pay for bills and shit, then what do you need to do? You need to sell whatever you have, right? Get some money. But again, if you don't need to do that, if you're in a position where you don't need money like that, right? Then you can sit through it, is what I'm saying. Right? I don't have to panic here for all this time, right? It's just chill. I know what it is. Right. Eventually, again, it will build new price, it will build new auction, and then again, it will just take back previous value. It's a market, it's value to value, like I teach you guys, right? Yo, what's good, Carlos? And also, I was looking at ARB earlier. Looks like good snack is coming on this one, guys. Look at this. Look at the daily formation here and the 6 day. But just look at the daily formation here. What did I teach you guys on this type of setup? You have clear what here? Low, lower, low already, right? And we're not gapping lower, right? So from that, what do we have a chance of doing at this point? Write it in the chat, guys. Price action wise. Yeah, it has a chance for it to gap up, right? And once it does gap up, it will tell us because again, on the daily time frame, we don't have a gap up. We have the low, lower low and a higher low, but no gap, right? We want to see gap up, but we don't see that yet, right? And we're stuck at this last gap, right? And it's not gapping. So we still need to see a gap up though to confirm that bigger move is gonna come to take these out. Right. And all these low resistance, right? There's no gaps here or nothing, right? And all this stacked highs. So if we can actually gap back above 1, 2, that's gonna be a straight juice play. So I'm gonna be watching for something like this on ARB, guys. So watch how it forms. Let it give you a 1, 2, right? So you can play the short term too. Two do the 1, 2, right? But then you gotta TP here and then make sure it comes back into the balance and then do 1, 2, and then catch that new 1, 2. Then this will be the major play to take these. So good snack loading on ARB, guys. Yeah, I mean, you could take the chance right here off the next candle, higher or low, because again, this is still a higher low. We just haven't gapped yet. This is how you determine your risk, right? Or you can play it safer and wait to show you, okay, it can actually make that 1, 2. And when it's doing the 2, when it's coming down, you already know what to do, right? Then by then, you already planned this out. So you're going to already look for a GP catch coming back in, right? While it's going back down, you're not going to be like, oh, I'm just going to long here, right? You're just going to wait for a proper push back into these levels, into the gaps that it made, plus the GP. And then you can now take the actual higher low with the gap up with the higher high, right? That's lower risk. Does that make sense? Because, but again, you missed the move here, right? To show you, or you can take the risk and let it play out. And if it doesn't play out again, then 1-2 is not even going to happen. You get what I'm trying to say? So again, you can take the risk and just risk the low here and to make this push up, right? And if it does give you that push up, then you have a confirmation for your next trade. You can TP, wait for the next trade, and then size in on this trade, right? Because again, if this happens, this is confirmation move. That's the starting move. That's going to set that up. You see what I'm saying? So you could still trade this though. But again, it's higher risk and you could use lower size, smaller size. So even if you get stopped out, it's not going to hurt you for trying. Does that make sense? And that's where you guys need to start to understand, okay, what kind of risk can I take on here? Does this risk make sense for me or the 1-2 make sense for me? Or does both of them make sense for you? Like for me, both of them make sense. I can take the smaller risk here, see if it plays out, give me the confirmation for the 1-2, and then play that out also, right? But again, if you can't do all that, then just wait for the 1-2. It's very simple. At the end of the day, it will take you a couple of days or even to next week. But again, it's going to give you enough data so you can take a better trade, more healthier trade with better confirmation. That's the difference. Does that make sense, guys? So again, things could happen here. So you got to plot out potentially what could happen, right? And then follow through and then see which idea sets, is the best risk for you. But either way, genuinely, these type of setups, guys, is low risk. You're potentially risking this stop loss here to see this move play out to here. Just to here to there is more than 10R. Does that make sense, guys? So even trying this is a good trade. And even if it fails, because if it fails, it's just going to do something like this. And then you could try again for the one. And that's how you trade, guys. It's not always just going to play out smooth how it's supposed to play. And you got to understand what to do if it doesn't go your way. Does that make sense? What will you do if it doesn't play out and you get stopped out? Right? Then you just wait for the next sweep and see if it doesn't gap down again. Again, it will make another higher low. Then again, you can try the same thing again because it's no different. Because by then it's just a resweep. Then this is even more higher probability to go stronger because it just took out everybody that tried that with you. So you should be able to, make sense of that, especially at the lows. It's not FOMOing at the top, right? You're not buying here. You're trying at the lows. You're trying these setups. So look at here. Low, lower low, higher low. You could have tried this here, right? And look what happens. Boom. That's the same trade here, right? You could try this here for a potential push up that's more than 10R and then recoup and then go. Does that make sense, guys? And again, same thing with this setup too, right, guys? Look at that shit, how it rigged all the way to the end. 225%. And I'm telling you guys, these things are possible if you practice. Look at this. He caught the whole thing, right, from where I said it. The whole thing. Right. And what is this? Same thing on the daily, right? You're just trying low, lower low, higher low. Yep. You have the potential to break this high. And then again, same thing happens. 1, 2. And then again, you get another entry. And then boom, it plays the setup. And that's what I'm saying. Exactly what I'm saying. You guys can see it in the chart. Because again, from this lower low, it needs a higher high. Because again, this whole time we have a lower high, right? So it needs a higher high if it's really a bottom. Does that make sense, guys? Because again, this looks like the bottom, right? and then we can't make the higher high, right? So again, that's the TP. It comes all the way back down. Again, you could try here. Doesn't make the higher high. Then you know this is not it. Again, once again, you know it's not it. So again, it comes back for another higher low, right? But this time it actually breaks the higher high, right? With the gap. It's completely different strength. So then that's the confirmation. So this is what I'm saying. You could have sat out on this and waited for this 1-2 to take this trade and still caught the 10x plus move, is what I'm saying. Or you could just take it at the low and take the try, take the risk. And then you could TP and then get another entry off of that. Because again, if you understand this, then you'll already be looking there. Right, with the GP, right? 1-2. Once again. And that's how you guys kind of read structure of the market. Understanding your fibs, your order flow, where your balance is, but again, to understand how to read the actual structure itself, what the price is advertising. Any questions, guys? If we haven't reached the GP and, for example, bounces, wait for the next confirmation comes for re-entry. Haven't reached. Like, what do you mean if we haven't reached the GP? Like, if we don't get the 1-2, then just look for me. Honestly, if I had a setup that I was looking at and I don't get the 1-2, right, and it just goes here like this, and then it goes, then I just look for another setup with the 1-2. Why chase this one when there's 100 more with the 1-2? You know what I'm saying? So it's just, we have so many. That's why I have all these setups so I can filter it out, because not everything's gonna give you the clean 1-2, right? Or not everything's gonna give you a clean setup like this. But that's why I filter it out. You know what I'm saying? That was clean even at the lower low, right? Like I said when I shared it. I can already see that it's gonna happen exactly that before nothing happens, right? Like, once again, look at this setup. Like, I literally gave you guys this target perfectly, right? Before nothing happened. Like, that's the key. You should be able to see all this before it happens. You guys see the point here? I genuinely even had a sense that we're going there, so I can, like, it's easier for me to see and read the price action. Right? Before nothing happens, I'm already saying, okay, guys, this is the lower low, and then that's the higher low, and then we're gonna target here. And we need to break this high for a confirmation for a higher high. I already have it all mapped out for it to, when the time comes, I'll see what I need to see and look at how it plays out. Boom. Boom. Exactly to where I have drawn it. Way long months before. It's all foreseeable, is what I'm saying, long as you guys understand. And this thing shifted right on time too, right? With the Q2, Q1, Q2 lick shifted, and then it started blasting. So again, time was lining up. Low, lower low, higher low was there. We're not gapping down. So what's more likely? Are we going to push down? That wasn't more likely to do, right? So then what do you need to do if it's not going to push down? Then you need to look up, right? And then if you look up, what is your potential targets? That's where you start to grab your deviation, and you can pull your fib from the other end, from that high to the bottom. Then you have the GP plus your deviation for extensions lining up perfectly. And where are we coming perfectly into? Right there. And that target I've given you guys 2 months ago. Does that make sense, guys? But that's what I mean by study what I'm trying to tell you guys. Right. And it was the same thing. It's not just one, it's the same thing for the hype setup, right? When I gave you guys the hype setup, what happened? Let me go find it real quick. And that was a Q1 play, right? The hype setup.
What's up?
What's up? What's good? What
Everything
you,
for now.
how are you, Uncle? You been good?
Yeah.
Missed you, bro. Long time, brother.
Now I'm good, bro.
Yeah, you almost went to the hell and back. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay, see? Pull it back here. Two. Look, guys. Literally January, right? Hype. 1, 2. Perfect. Like, this is exactly what I'm talking about, right? When I see it, I know it. This is how you guys need to be, is what I'm saying. It's multiple example, not just one good trade, right? Multiple, right? 1, 2. Exactly what I have shared. 1, 2. Plays it out perfectly. 1, 2. Boom. And that's why I said this is just like hype. And that's what I said with lit setup, right? I was telling you guys that's just like hype. Clean setup. It's either 1, 2 or a low, lower, low, higher, low setup. You know what I'm saying? So this one's a 1, 2 setup. The lit one is low, lower, low, higher, low setup. Hype is pushing up. So again, they're like the same sector. So again, they're rotating. So it made sense for me to tell you guys, okay, lit is loading now. Right. And then while lit gave the bottom juice, it started to, start to do the funky price action and start to slow down. Right. And now lit is ripping. Hype is stalling. But again, this is the same clear setup, right? You have the clear 1, 2, boom, boom. And then on the lit, you have the low, lower, low, higher, low setup. But again, they're the same move, right? Identical move. They're like the same shit at the end of the day with how the price action
The
moves.
bottoms are different.
Exactly. Exactly. Because the hype one, like I said, gave the clean 1, 2. This one was giving the bottom, like not a 1, 2 setup. It's this setup now. This one is giving it from here. And
It's
then
a
it's
high low
making
and
that
that's
high.
it.
Exactly. And then now, after it does all that, it's gonna give a fat 1, 2 again later. Right? After all this, it's gonna give the big 1, 2. And then again, we can load again when that time comes later. All right. But what you been looking at, Uncle?
Giga.
Giga and Turbo. I think Turbo's getting ready, Uncle.
I know.
Look at that on the 23 days. Look at the low, lower low. It's cooking, bro.
Yeah, but the point is that all this, it's not crazy if you miss the first leg up because
Yeah,
it will create the
exactly.
higher
You
low.
get the 1, 2. Exactly.
So Giga
See?
already did I think Giga it's more ready.
Yeah, because it's the 1, 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's what I
I
was
mean now
telling them.
now it's
Yo,
putting
Uncle,
in
it's
yeah.
so I was literally telling them, we were literally talking about this, thinking about you. We're like, yep, this is the Giga. This is the 1, 2. Uncle's probably loading it. We were literally talking about it, bro. And then you show up, boom. I'm like, what the fuck? That's just crazy. Last week, Uncle, we were literally talking about this one too. We're like, yeah, I'm sure Uncle's loading this. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah, I
looked
did
at
the
it.
SPX.
Yeah, I looked at it. I'm like, I immediately knew. I was like, okay, Uncle's finna load this because look at this, guys. It already did the one, and that's what I was trying to tell
Now
them,
it's
man.
doing the higher low, bro. It
Exactly.
doesn't even
Now,
matter if it's going a bit lower, it will create the higher low.
exactly. So this is like the freest setup on your lifetime is what Uncle is saying pretty much. Like these two are guaranteed targets. Guaranteed. Okay, that kind of looks like I'm drawing a dick there now, so I'm gonna just like delete that
And
because I don't know
another
what I
one,
was
it's
doing.
Popcat.
Yep, Popcat.
Popcat already did the higher low.
Also,
Yeah, look at it. And you have the on-chain metric again, because
oh,
Robinhood holds a lot of Popcat.
let's see. Let's see. Yeah, that shit is brewing too for a fat higher low, Uncle.
Yo, yo.
Yo, what's good,
Yo,
boy?
what up, G?
What's good, gang?
Yeah,
Look
my
at
bad.
the
I've been getting
daily.
a few things done.
Look at the daily though, or the weekly. The weekly. Look at the weekly.
Let me see right quick, Uncle. Oh, shit.
You see what I mean?
Look at this
You have the higher low
Q1,
on the weekly.
Q1, Q2. Oh, that's the yearly open low, nah? Open low. Q1, Q2. It's two fractal. Isn't it not, guys? That's literally just like the first six, second six, third six, fourth six, but just
The low, the
in a
load on
long
this one
time.
might even be this week, to be fair with
Yeah,
you.
bro.
And
It
that's
looks
it.
like it, bro, because it looks like the open low already done because that's the yearly open. We swept the low
You
exactly with
already,
the open low.
and you
We just
already
need the
have a
high
higher
and
low on
close,
the
bro.
weekly.
That's what I'm
You,
saying. You just need the high and close, and that's it. That's the
yep.
fractal. High and close. So this is it, guys. This quarter on the shitcoins, we're about to juice hard. It looks
I
like,
think
guys,
in
for
my,
real,
I
for real.
think of the big picture, it's like this. I think we go up crazy,
Yeah, and then one,
and
two
then we create a mega one too. So we go up
next
crazy,
year.
then we go down crazy again, but creating a mega one too, like a big
Exactly.
higher
I
low.
agree. I agree. Like this, something like this to visualize for you guys. So we finish the year like this, and then next year we probably do the mega retracement, and everybody say, "Oh, okay, that's it." And then it's
That's
gonna.
it. Yep.
That's the real. That's where the real deal will come. Like June, like push, like crazy push.
Yeah,
This is
if
just
you
the setup.
catch, yeah,
This is just the start.
if you catch the 1-2, the bigger 1-2, you're done,
You're
you know?
rich. Yeah, you're done
Yeah.
after this cycle. Like for real.
So basically, if you are in the low cash, like I'm starting, because I'm starting fresh with like $400, I don't want to hear that I'm playing big, because I'm not. If you manage to do like 10K until that, and that's like a really doable shit, you
Yeah,
know?
bro, uncle. I keep telling them, look,
If you do 10K until then and you have 10K to load the
bro,
bigger high, one twos,
uncle,
that's it.
bro. Bro, I literally, like I said, when I was sharing, I gave this trade, told everybody, go 10x and put 1K and you will make at least 10K. If they listened, there would have been, everybody will be up 20K right now, just in 2 months. So it's definitely possible, even with one setup.
No, this is what I mean. Like
Exactly. And that's exactly what
if
Uncle's saying, guys. I'm
yeah,
telling you, he'll
if you
tell you the
take two
same
or
thing.
three setups with like $100 with 10x, 20x on each, that's it. Then you have 10K to fucking load. Guess what? You can fucking load 5 or 6 or even 7 positions with 1K with 10x.
Yep, and that's it, guys. And after that, you can really cash out fat, and that's how you really roll it and play the cycle out. And how you flip low cash, and that's why crypto is very powerful for this because you can't go trade fucking stocks with $500 and in the fucking cycle with 100,000 plus. And I seen Uncle do that
Yep.
multiple times with my own eyes, and we all did it together. You know what I'm saying? So it's things that's achievable, doable, and it's coming from people that has done it already before many times. So you guys need to really put your pants on, focus, grab your nuts, and then really focus at these times. Like I tell you guys every live, all right? You guys need to focus here. This is the time, right? Getting into quarter two, quarter three. Now you guys see how the price action is shifting. So lock in, and Uncle's back too. That means something. You know what I'm saying? You know how
No,
long we've been
I would
waiting
have
for
been here,
Uncle, bro.
bro. I
You
would
know
have
what
been here, but
I know, but you
it
know,
is what
life
it is.
exactly. You see what I'm saying? He's like, oh, look at this. They act like they see ghosts or something.
I kind of was a ghost, no?
Yeah, no, you
If you think
were.
about it.
Bubba, think about it, Uncle. Like when I told you last time was like when I told you I was having baby when I found out, and now you
Yeah,
come back, I'm about to have my baby. So it's you've been ghost for a long time.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, anytime this month, Uncle, the baby is coming.
Yeah,
So
like I
so
said, bro. This is fucking kind of too many coincidence.
you know, I'm telling you, Uncle, but that means we're all about to make some money, bro. Like I could feel it. It was a
Like
long, quiet time.
born in the same month with me, and your baby's
That's what I'm
it's
saying, bro.
it's on the same month with my little girl. And guess what? It's also a girl. So what the
I
fuck?
know. That's crazy, bro. Me and Uncle's born same month too, and that's crazy. That's why I'm like, bro, and Uncle just came right back, right on time, right with the time shift, bro. I'm telling you guys, this shit is powerful, bro.
Yo, Jay.
What? What's good? You ready to share
Yo,
some
one
things
of
or
my
what?
yeah. I just got done. I'm about to move over to my computer. But real quick, one of my boys is trying to get in for the terminal showcase thing, but he's the Unix thing is giving him some errors. Could you just give him the role so we can see so we can join the stream?
Yeah, what's his
It's CEO Ruger.
just how do I do that? Hold on. Did he join the Discord?
Yeah, he's in, but he can't see it because of
Let me
the bit
see.
Unix is giving him like errors. He's trying to sign up. So I'll figure it out with him later, but he just wants to see this.
Just see. What's his?
CEO Ruger. It's one of my boys from the OG Roblox days.
Oh, okay, I see. Let me see.
So he's trying to get into crypto trading and shit for the cycle. I told him it was good timing.
Marcus?
Yeah. We got two Mars in here. How was y'all's fourth?
Good, bro. Blew the fuck out of shits.
Yeah, bro. Mine was holy shit, dude. I'm still
Yeah, so what
recovering,
the
low
fuck
key.
happened, bro?
Bro, crazy ass shit, dude. The fucking party, bro. Some old white lady was trying to like fucking grope my girlfriend and shit. I almost
He
went to
should be
jail for
good,
beating
bro.
her. Bro, all right, let me
He
fix him.
should be good.
Bro, I'm lucky I didn't tweak, dude. Y'all wouldn't be getting the terminal for a minute.
Yeah, you would have been locked up. Boy would have been locked up on Jesus
She was
Christ.
like groping my girlfriend and shit, bro. I'm not gonna let
What?
that.
It would have been all bad.
Bro, dead ass, dude. It was not a good experience. And then I fucking collapsed in the bathtub, bro. I don't even know what
You
happened.
collapsed?
Bro, when I tell you, bro, because I was on firework duty, bro. I had to light like 50 mortars off in our backyard, and I was fucking sipping on beers while I was doing it, bro, and I just drank too many. Holy shit, dude. And then there's like kids that are like missing and shit. Like there's I don't know if you've seen the post on Instagram. This random dude's like fucking missing after being out on a boat with his friends on the fourth.
Yeah, hella shit happened, bro. We had like 50 shootings
Yeah,
here. That shit's
I don't want to
crazy,
know
bro.
how
People,
next year's sport's gonna
that's
be.
why I don't be, yeah, bro. That shit is too crazy, bro. That's why I just like to grill shit and then that's it. And just pop some shit in the backyard and that's it. Call that a day.
Shit gets wicked out there, bro. I don't want to know how next year's is gonna be.
Share your screen, fool.
Yeah, let me. I'm getting on my desktop. Let me join the call. I'm back. Yeah, the plans look good for this new quarter, though. I like it.
So you guys shared everything?
Yes, sir. Look,
Okay.
he's gonna share some things I need to watch.
Yeah, I'm
He's been cooking.
onto the term. Yeah, we've been
Yeah, I
cooking
know, but you know that I'm old
absolutely
school,
fucking crazy,
so
bro.
Yeah. Uncle's gonna
Yeah,
have a new
the
toy to
indicators
play
are gonna
with.
be yeah, the indicators. I'll send you over the because on our website we have a whole documentation page for everything about the indicators, like all the data,
Just
the
show Nexus so he
yeah,
could
Nexus. Yeah,
work
that's
on
right. I remember
whatever.
Nexus wanted to
Yeah,
see.
just talk to Nexus and then just figure everything out. So with the indicator thing, so we can migrate all the indicators that we make.
It's gonna be easy to migrate the indicators, bro. Like trading view indicators, because like you got to keep in mind, like, because I know Nexus knows a lot about that with like how limited they are on data. You can only use like OHLC basic ass volume data, and it's just like it's not a good platform to have accurate indicators on. It's just that simple, you know. And then other platforms like ATAS and stuff, like
They're
they
so
actually
fucking ass,
do
bro.
have good. Yeah, it's like it's you
It's
can never
ass,
get all of
bro.
the things in one
It
place. Like
always
it,
lags, bro. That's why I stopped using it because it glitches out
yeah,
and
bro.
lags and shit, bro.
It's
And I'm
dead
like,
ass.
bro, it crashes. Like I'm about to take a trade and then it crashes, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
Bro,
And
yeah.
bro, I hate that shit, bro. But I just stopped using it. But that's why I just didn't. You know
yeah,
what I
I'm
mean?
cooking something else. So
It's like
Uncle
every
cooking
platform,
something?
bro. There's
yeah, I'm cooking the meme, bro. I'm
Oh
working
yeah,
since
yeah,
like I exited the hospital.
yeah.
there's
The
not a
meme's
single
gonna go crazy.
platform that has like everything you need. So that's kind of like why I created this platform because, you know, platform has good data, they have a shit UI, shit like just shit everything. And then trading views like pretty the norm for making stuff. Their data not good. So that was the goal behind this project. So let me So me and Steen are just putting on the final polishes and whatnot because just to make sure
Teen
nothing like
doing?
you said what?
What's Teen doing?
He just knows a lot more about like advanced orders and stuff like that. So he kind of guides me through the process with like
No,
very
he's
niche
asking you
things.
what's Steam doing? Like, where's
Yeah,
Steam?
yeah, like what's
Oh,
with
oh,
him?
oh,
Cause
oh.
I've been missing since a long time.
Yeah, no, he's he's still active, but just today he's been ever since he got back from Nicaragua a couple days ago. He's been picking up his buddies from the airport and shit, which is like a
He's still settling down from the vacation.
yeah,
So yeah, Steam will be on. Uncle. We live trade in the
yeah.
morning with Steam on the third
So
90,
real
you know?
quick,
Like back in the day.
yeah.
I see, I see.
Yeah. So you can get on and do the things with us, hopefully. And make the bread again.
Yeah,
Time to
but my
Yeah.
level
goal
up.
is
So
to
real
make the
quick,
meme, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
so when it comes to indicators, I'll show you here if you're watching Nexus. So you can go on our docs page. This isn't fully up to date. I still have to update a few things because we've been adding so much that it's like I'm just waiting to get the bulk of the implementations done before I go back and I update this for beta launch. So we have like a section for the scripting reference and stuff. You can use bar stats, you can use status sessions, you can use the footprint itself. We have liquidation impact levels, bulk series for candles and volumes. Like this is like basic trading view data, math helpers, compute data, draw commands, sandbox mode, and then footprint VWAP. So like I said, this isn't up to date. We have a lot of stuff that you can use now, and then we also have an entire doc where this is like a page you can copy the page and give it to Claude and tell it what indicator you want because it includes all the referencing and everything you need for Claude to be like, okay, I know how to properly make an indicator now. So you just give this whole page to Claude, tell it what you want, and it'll make an indicator for it. And then we already have some example indicators in here, just very basic stuff. Like, let me see. Just like RSI. It's very like this is just like very simple RSI, Bollinger Bands. I also have this like I implemented something cool where you can have pop-ups come up and stuff like that with your take profits and stop losses. So I made this one specifically for the taser chair. So this was it, whenever your stop loss gets hit for a position you're in, it'll pop up saying some shit like you're done for, buddy. Stop loss got smoked, and then it says donated to the market with the amount of money you lost. So it's just like you can do a lot of things with the indicators because, like I said, my goal was to make the data as accessible as it possibly can be, and every single piece of data that can be accessible is accessible because TradingView locks down everything, and we are quite the opposite. So any kind of data we have in the terminal you can use for indicators. And I still have to add a few more things like order book heat maps, but that's basically just depth of market. So just things like that, you'll be able to make some crazy shit. I'm really excited to see what you guys are going to make. And right before beta launch, it's what I'm working on right now. I'm adding an like indicator ecosystem like TradingView, where you can upload indicators to your profile. You can look at community made indicators, stuff like that. But we have an in-terminal IDE for editing the indicators. And I've been playing around with algorithm stuff because now we have algorithm and backtesting. So the algorithms are like the exact same thing. They're Lua as well with like how you make indicators, but now you can do commands like you can do, where is it? Like CTX trade market, CTX set TPs. So you can actually have it place trades now. And that's something you can play around with whatever linked account you have. So if you have like your BitUnix account linked, it'll place trades on your BitUnix algorithmically. And as long as you have the terminal open, it'll work however you program it to. And then we have like a little thing here for the rails. And then we also have a little back tester. And this is still very work in progressy. It's still kind of finicky. Why'd it go into canvas mode? And then it has all of the guides here and stuff like that. Because we're playing around with like a light deep fuck dude, I am tweaking light back testing mode and a deep back testing mode. And deep is not going to be available during beta because I'm still fine tuning it. And deep is basically just being able to go, you can get like footprint data for the last, few days on the 1 minute chart, which is a lot of data. And the problem I'm having with it is our server almost blew up when I was trying to run deep backtesting. So I just have to make
Yeah.
it more optimized for pulling that much data. But we have light backtesting where you can see all of the restrictions here. So like with K lines, so that's just like candles like OHLC, volume, SMA, EMA, RSI, session levels. You can do 5K bars on light mode, 20K on deep mode, footprint, like footprint traded at price, VAP, volume at price, session levels, granularities on 1 minute per price levels on here. Light is last 48 hours only, and then deep is full window for this. So that's why I'm not offering deep on beta launches because I still have to optimize it to properly pull data without crashing our servers. But light mode does it fine. So it won't be that long. And then historical tapes, like raw prints, because our server is storing every single raw trade to the
Yeah.
tick level across Bitcoin.
If you will have a lot of users using the deep, it will
Oh,
be
it'll
fucked
blow
up.
the fucking server
Yeah.
up. Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll blow the server up, and I will go to jail for blowing up the server. But so that's why I just have to optimize it more for the
Yeah, you need
endpoint
to scale
for
up, you know,
looking.
step by step.
Well, yeah, that's literally why we're launching is so we can take the money generated from this. Like we can't. I would love to have this terminal completely free for everybody, but we would lose a lot
You
of money and the
cannot.
servers would blow up. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's why it's not like I want. It's not going to be ridiculous. Like the max price for subscription plans without discount is $29 a month. So that's already like half of what a good TradingView plan is. But obviously we need money so we can scale up the servers and give you guys better support. So that's why we do that. We also do the BitUnix referral program where probably for a lot of you guys, you'll be able to get it free on launch as long as you link a BitUnix account under one of our codes and you do volume. So you'll have to do like a certain amount of volume per month to keep it for free, which is fair, I think.
If only
The only
I
thing
had
we
the
ran
money
into
since.
No, it's not gonna
is
be
If only
big.
I had
It's
the.
not gonna. It's not gonna be nothing crazy like that. I think.
no, yeah, no, and you guys
What do
still
you
get
mean?
some
Imagine me
feedback
having
and
the
stuff like
same
that.
wallets from 2024.
Well, the only caveat is with in-terminal native trading because we have all the native trading stuff set up. You have a whole panel. We have advanced orders, TWAP, Chase, Scaled, Iceberg. We have your position management center down here. Everything is completely set up. The only caveat is you'll have to make a new BitUnix account for the terminal. Just because Jay made a new code for the terminal only, you'll still be under Jay, but he had to make a new code for it to change a little bit of like the rebate stuff, and then also so I could program it in. But I think that's honestly slightly better because then you can have an isolated account for the terminal only because it's still beta software, and I know you guys probably won't want to be linking your like main
Yeah.
wallets to it just in
Exactly.
case something
So
happens.
yeah. So you
I'm
could
not
just
saying it
hook
will,
up.
but it's just a little peace of mind. So you can have like an isolated terminal account to trade off of. So you're not like, okay, my 50,000 isn't just in here for my algorithm to like fucking blow up, you know? So you'll have an isolated account, but Unix accounts aren't even hard to make. So that's
Yeah.
the only caveat. and we tried to find a workaround. But in the future, we will offer better support. This is just for beta, keep in mind. And we
Kind of
literally
fucked for me, to be fair, because I'm Europe and I cannot even log into Mexi now.
Wait, so
I mean, but the thing is,
so you can't use BitUnix in Europe?
No.
What?
No, I'm using Bybit.
That's crazy.
Because if I
we're,
want to get the money, so the exchange needs to be Mika grid, you know?
Yeah, I heard about that. Evergreen was saying.
Yeah.
yeah, but with exchanges and stuff like that, we're gonna add more support during beta for a bunch of other exchanges like Bybit, you know, Binance and stuff. It's just it's a little more complicated with that.
Binance it's not even on the list. For fuck's sake, they didn't give Mika license to Binance, if you believe.
Yeah,
that shit.
that's the only thing that sucks with crypto is that it's very restricted. There's a lot of things that happen with it, which is
No,
why the
EU
terminal.
it's fucked up. EU it's
Oh,
fucked
I
up.
bet EU's even more fucked, bro. Like everywhere, it's pretty fucked. There's only a handful of select countries that are fully kind of
It
transparent.
really
on
just
it.
is EU though. What's up, Unc?
Oh, look who it
Okay.
is! Look who it is! What up, Steve?
It is just only EU though with the new
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro,
MiFID
EU it's
regulations.
fucked up because of this fucking European Union bullshit, bro. Like it's
But
fucked up.
yeah, with like the Bit Unix accounts and stuff, that's how it's just going to be for beta. So if you want to trade within the terminal, you'll just have to make a new account under J, on like a new code with J, which will it'll change pretty rapidly through beta, and that's just so we can give everybody support for everything like that, and then generate a little revenue so we can continue to scale up because we're just going to be dumping the money we make from this back into it because I was so fucking sick and tired of just how the other softwares were. So that's why me and Steen have just like basically killed ourselves to make this, and now it's finally coming to fruition. And I just want to get it in your guys' hands. What else was I gonna say?
Kind of show them the things, bro, like the heat map and shit, and footprint and shit like
Yeah,
that.
I'll come back to backtesting in a minute. It is a really good feature though because you'll be able to backtest whatever algos and strategies you want.
Yeah, that's perfect.
But with the heat maps, yeah, we did a lot of heat map work, a lot of it. So with the terminal, we have 2 servers running in Germany because Germany is one of the countries that is not banned for a lot of the exchanges. So we have 2 servers. You can see the connection up here. We have one server and then another. They do 2 different things. And the reason we have those out there is just to run everything with the terminal heat maps and stuff. We also have it running a proxy. So you'll be able to use the terminal from any country, anything you want, because as you know, Binance and stuff, like you can't pull a lot of their API data in like the US or something like that because their API is blocked. So that's why we created a German proxy. So all of the data in the terminal goes through our proxy. So you can use it from literally anywhere and your IP won't be shown to Binance. So you'll be able to get all the data. So that's why we did it that way. So we have right now we have Binance, Bybit, OKX, and Hyperliquid. We're going to add more exchanges as server availability allows us to. This is all we could do for now, because like I said, our server's going to blow up if we had any more. And then for aggregated pairs, we only have Bitcoin, ETH, and Sol because these are the main exchanges that, or not exchanges, main pairs that, like, let's be real, anybody really day trades. I know like some of you do day trade smaller coins and stuff like fucking Hype or whatever. Like, but these are the pairs that you can that have the support for like the heat maps, like liquidation heat maps, order book heat maps, full historical data. These have the most support. I'm not saying other things don't work. Like Hyperliquid still works. You can pull up your order book. You can get the footprint bar stats.
But it's just not
You
aggregated.
yeah, well, no, you can aggregate it. You can aggregate the
okay.
bar stats and stuff like that. But these just have the most support. Like you can get tick level, open interest. You can get the raw
you can
trades.
just get
You can
everything on that.
yeah, like these
okay.
have the utmost support because it's all we could have on the server right now, without blowing up our usage. So like, for example, whenever you go on Binance on a pair, if you zoom into the footprint, I'll demonstrate here. If you zoom into the footprint on a Binance only pair, it's not going to load any historical candles. It's very iffy because Binance API is pretty shit. Is it even going to load at all? I need to.
That's Bybit, not Binance.
No, this is Binance. Let me see. This might be a front end issue. I'll fix that. Because usually what'll happen is it'll start loading as soon as you load the chart up. It'll start working. And but you can't get any historical footprint data or anything like that. Like CVD and stuff still works. Open interest still kind of works because their API is very limited with that stuff. They only give open interest like every 5 minutes. Yeah, you can see here it's like very weird. But that's why these pairs have the most
You click
support
it.
right now. So I'll show you guys what I mean. So let's open up the heat map. So yeah, with the heat
Damn,
maps
open interest just
added,
dropped.
yeah, added a shit ton of stuff on order book heat map. Like the terminal is completely different from when I last showed you guys. So now we have a $5 granularity on Bitcoin, pretty similar on ETH as well, very low. You can see every level. You can aggregate the footprints now, or not footprints, the heat maps now too. So you can customize anything you want. So you can do Binance only, you can do Bybit only. The Bybit the Bybit order book's very thin for with the API, so that's why it's not as good as Binance, and then OKX is even worse. So that's, like I said, that's just an API limitation. It's not our fault, but you can aggregate them. These are the main exchanges with most of the volume anyway, so you won't really need anything else for now. But like I said, we're gonna add more. You have coloring options, you have everything you want. This is real time as well,
I like the
so you can see
liquidation
that it's
thing.
just yeah,
The lick
yeah, and then
levels.
liquidation heat map.
Yeah.
So this one's really good. Levels might look a little weird right now. They're kind of like squiggly just because the rendering I was fucking with it, but it's very accurate now. Like right here, we swept this 5.82 million in licks right here. Perfectly came right off of that. I could probably even open up open interest and
You
see what's
have the
going on.
lick bubble added?
Yeah, lick bubbles. There's a bug with it that I'm fixing right now. Sometimes they don't show up whenever you're adding exchanges. Oh, they are working now, but it
Yeah,
should
because
show
I
them
fuck
down
with the lick
here.
bubbles.
Yeah, it's just like it's still a little iffy for some reason. Just because I just added the aggregation. Like, see, some of them disappeared. It's a
Yeah, and
small
if you
bug
guys have
I'm fixing.
anything in mind that you guys want to add, you guys can let us know. We could add
Mm-hmm.
that shit.
There's gonna be another thing that I'm ripping indicator wise. I just have to figure out how I want it to be displayed, but it's basically gonna be showing where there's like higher TPS in certain areas.
Yeah.
Then you'd be
So
able to set the TPS threshold or have it based on like a kind of like a rolling average, pretty much.
yeah, but with the terminal, guys, like I cannot stress this enough. If you have any suggestions or questions, like literally at all, like tell me and I will add it. If you want anything in here, tell me because we built all of this off of user feedback and what people actually want to see trading wise. So literally anything you want, let me know, and it'll probably be added pretty quickly. Like right here, hello licks. And our heat map is not like Market Monkeys or anything like that, because I know Market Monkey has heat maps and stuff, and it's still liquidation heat map, but the way ours works is it's self-calibrating and it's always getting better. With other platforms, they use just a static algorithm to calculate where liquidations are. So it's just open interest and delta, and it's like it's a certain formula to find out, where they could be projected to be based on leverages and stuff like that. But the way ours works is getting live liquidation streams from all of the platforms. It's comparing it to the levels that are predicted, at that certain price, and it's checking to see if liquidations actually happen there, and then it's adjusting its parameters accordingly. So it's getting better as long as it runs, and it's been running since about December, January or so. So that kind of puts it in perspective. Like it's very, very accurate now. Like we came right off this level. We didn't swept this one. Probably swept some orders out here. And then liquidation heat map only works for Bitcoin, ETH, and Sol because, like I said, they have the most support right
Yeah,
now
but
for.
that's what I use
Look
it
at
for
this! Holy shit!
anyways.
Look at this! I can't make this shit up.
So
Look.
clean, bro. That's what I'm saying.
And then the intensity is basically like a
Because I use that, pair it with the volume
Opacity,
a
yeah.
profile
smaller.
with the
Yeah,
time. You know what I'm saying? So use that and then pull
yeah.
the volume profile out. Show them your volume profile. Because
Oh yeah. Don't even get me started on the volume profile. I'll show
yeah,
you.
because that's where most of my students use volume profiles. So show them
Let me
the
change the row sizing.
advanced
Hold on.
volume profile.
Yeah. So volume profile. Yeah, the UI the UI is bugging out right now. I don't know
Wait,
why I can't
increase
extend
the
it,
row
but
size. Increase the row size.
no,
Then it kind of
this is
bugs out.
another
Oh,
glitch
okay,
I'm
okay,
fixing.
okay.
Yeah, it's a glitch I'm fixing.
Yeah.
It's because of just like with the data, it's trying to bucket it improperly because this is like a smaller range. So when
Okay.
I'm trying to add more rows, it's expecting more data, but I just have to make
Okay.
it to
Do you have
make
the
the rows
daily
off
session profile? Like they,
TPOs
yeah,
or not
yeah, yeah.
TPOs,
We'll
time
just
ticks.
yeah.
Yeah,
So that's the daily profile.
yeah. Just give it a second to load in.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
So the thing is, like the volume profiles, you might see it like loading in, like you see it changing. The reason it's doing that is because it's not going off of candle estimate volume levels. So with TradingView, whenever you're pulling your volume on TradingView, as you know, TradingView only offers the shitty candle estimate data, the OHLC. Now, we didn't want that because it's inaccurate because every candle there are different levels where volume actually lives at. And
Exactly.
with the way that TradingView works, it's like, okay, this candle had whatever amount of volume. This candle, let's say 10 million volume. The volume profile only knows that it's somewhere inside of this candle. Now, the way we did it, we have a data endpoint on our server called volume at price, which is kind of like a middleman, or not a middleman. It's like a middle point between just candle estimate and actual raw trades. So volume at price logs data points. It's like here there was volume, here. Hold on, let me lock my tool. There was like here there was volume, here there's a little volume, here there was more. So it's a lot more accurate than just candle estimate data. So you can see the exact levels. Because I know with like scalpers and stuff and people that need to see that exact level, it's not going to be accurate with just candle data. So that's why we added that. And then you can even change it in your settings. You can see data, AGGR, VAP, or candle estimate. You can see how much it actually changes. So that's why we added that. So we have follow price, which normally you're not going to have on for the just the range.
Yeah, for the fixed range, you just
Yeah, for the fixed range, but
yeah,
I
you
added
just
it
draw it.
just I added it just in case you want to just turn it on. It's that it's the same thing as anchored at that point. But all time frames, this is another button where you can turn it on or off. So let's say you're on the 1 minute and you draw a volume profile and you don't want to see it on the 5 minute because you might have another volume profile. You can turn off all time frames and it'll only appear on the one you drew it on. So I thought that was a cool feature you guys might like. You have your extend lines, obviously, high volume node marks, low volume node marks, with the strength. This is still a little iffy. Gotta mess with this a little more. But something I do like is the venue split bars, so you can see which venues put in a certain amount of data. You can hover over
Yeah,
it as
I'll fuck
well,
with that.
and then you can see. So like right here, buy, sell, total, delta trades shows you total amount of trades, average size with each exchange. So you can see, if there's certain exchanges that are putting in more volume than the other ones. Delta VP on the side of the volume profile. You mean like
Yeah.
changing? You can change your profile here to delta, total volume, trade count, average trade size.
What he's saying is, can you add delta to the other side, like on the back side? Like you see how the profile, like on the other side of the profile, can you have it show delta
So
while
on the
it's
right side, you
showing?
mean right here?
No, just on the same side, right? But on the other side, like
Right
yeah,
here.
on that side, yeah, you can have it show delta
Oh
at the
yeah,
same
actually,
time.
I do like that idea. Let me write that down. Let me see.
Yeah, that way so you can see the volume and the delta. That's how I like to do it. Because that's how they let you do it on the A test.
Yeah, I can add that today. I do like that. And then you can select your aggregation for. You can literally select aggregation for anything you want in the terminal, like volume profiles, footprints, bar stats, even your candles. So like you can go here, and you can see aggregation here. On the footprint chart, there's going to be two fields, so you can unlink them, and you can have aggregation for your candles because it'll change how the candles are drawn. The reason I added this is because you can see Hyperliquid makes it tweak the fuck out, because this is true aggregated chart. Like these candles are based off of each exchanges, and you can see it changes a little bit whenever you add and remove different exchanges because they show different prices at each level. And I the main reason I added it was because Hyperliquid was just tweaking everything the fuck out because their spread is like it's very weird on Bitcoin right now. I don't know why. So you can take it off if you want, but you can also change how you want it on the footprint. So on the footprint, you can zoom in, and then you can add and remove exchanges because you can see Hyperliquid. There's a lot more data, but maybe you don't want the candles to be tweaking out. You could just turn it off for the candles only. So that was a little feature I added. But anyway, with the volume profiles, yeah, I'll definitely add that. You can aggregate however you want. You have your just regular settings, coloring settings, opacity, whatnot. And if there's anything else you want me to add, then I can definitely do it. POC lines as well, you can do per venue. So it'll show you, I think they were all the same on this one, but let me extend my range. See, and then now I can up the row size a little bit. I do need to make the row size more. I need to make like a set tick so the POC doesn't change as much because it's kind of throwing it off. But you can do per venue POCs. I think if I zoom in, it'll show it better.
I need to bounce, guys.
All right, Uncle, catch you. Nice
See
All right,
you.
catch you later.
Yeah,
Rob.
I'll be in the chat.
Yeah,
Kind
there
of
we
Okay.
go.
all day.
Okay,
Should
Uncle.
See you
work.
guys. Bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.
It's not labeling them for some reason though. But yeah, but the POC lines are just not working that well right now. But it'll split up the POCs between the different exchanges. It's just literally what the name is. And then what else do we have? Some indicators with, yeah, we just have regular open interest CVD, time fixed. I do like the time fixed a lot as well with these. And then you can change aggregation for all the indicators too. So like open interest CVD, you can remove exchanges as you wish. Change it to line style if you want. Just basic shit like that. So let me show off the time fixed here. You can do the same settings. You can choose aggregation, your window, rows, combined volume per venue. See, this is also tweaking out. I need to write this down, fix that. I don't know why it's doing that. Oh, wait, it's on candle estimate. That's why. Hold on. Just give it a second. There we go. Yeah, I guess all the venues had a similar POC because you can see them appear on top of each other. Then you have your node marking, node strength, literally just the same stuff as with the fixed range, left, right placement. What else? Back to Bitcoin here. Yeah, and the native trading I also do like a lot. It's very, I've been putting a lot of work into that. It works very well. It's the same as like with every other exchange. You can drag your TPs. I'll do an example position here to show you. This is I'm on a sim account right now because I added like paper. I'm playing out like a paper trading mode, so you can have like sim money. Then you can drag your TPs as you wish. And then I'll enter like a TWAP here too. So like if I do like 10K TWAP over 30 minutes, you can start it. And then everything appears down here in your order center. I need to make this look a little better too. It looks very panic is like literally panic, like panic sell everything. So like if Trump goes live and he's like, I'm going to fucking bomb the low income communities in the US, and you're like, uh-oh, you could come in, you can come in here and then you can click panic all or just whatever pair you wish. Like if you have different positions open on like Bitcoin
Pretty much
or
like
ETH,
close
you can
all,
choose.
right?
Yeah. Like if I click all, it'll say panic, and then you click it again, it'll close everything. I'm not gonna do it yet though. But yeah, your strategies like TWAP will show here with the progress. It'll show you all the logs. Child ledger, which is just the different slices, all the activity. It's very intuitive, and your advanced orders will run. You can select it to run, close whenever you close the terminal, or keep them open when you close the terminal. And then I'll show you. So panic, see close all. And then it didn't close this for some reason because the sim mode is still kind of in the works. It works on BitUnix though. Let's see. And then we have freeform canvas mode. I really like this. I added this because I wanted it. So you can have like a canvas of things, and you can literally scroll up and down like a canvas. You can have whatever you want open. Oh, how am I forgetting? Wait. I didn't show you guys the our order book yet. So yeah, we have aggregated order books. Let me increase this.
Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Look at that shit running, bro.
Yeah, so the aggregated order book, it shows you the
Holy
spreads for
fuck.
like per exchange. So Binance, OKX, Bybit. You can see how high Hyperliquid is. It's all the way up here. That's why the candles were bugging out. You have your cumulative depth band, literally everything you could want in this, and then you can split them up between aggregated or per venue, so you can see each venue independently. It's real time, 120 FPS aggregated order books. Like Market Monkeys, theirs is dog shit. TradingView doesn't even have one. So this was a very important feature. Yes, Steen specifically wanted me to add this, so that's why I did it.
Yeah, because Steen loves to read the tape.
Yeah, Steen is a tape maxi. He likes it.
Yeah, he's a
So
tape
so that's
maxi
why I added
guy.
this. Then you can do it works for every pair. I'm pretty sure if I go on Hyperliquid, it should work. Well, I gotta decrease this. Oh wait, no, I didn't. Hold on, I didn't push that update yet. Because this can work just fine for any exchange, anything else, because it's just aggregating every exchange together. It doesn't need our data for that. So that'll be in beta launch too. So this is really handy to have. The footprint charting is very intuitive as well. I spent a lot of time making sure this was like top of the line. Let me turn off. So let me start from scratch. Yeah, so like I was telling you earlier, when it comes to the candles and the footprint data and shit, Hyperliquid's been fucking up the candles, and it makes it just look really weird. So you can turn that off if you want, but you can keep their footprint data because then you'd be missing volume. So style, you have your cluster. You can change it volume or delta. You can change it to a histogram if you want. So volume, delta, POC outline, headers. It shows headers on each one with the total volume, delta, and open interest is at the bottom there. You can round your values, text ink, auto contrast aware. So you can, whatever color you change anything to, you'll always be able to see the text. That's another very important thing because sometimes the text will be like invisible if you make weird colors. So like I can make it, you can see the text changing. So you can customize whatever you want on here. And then footprint colors, you can change footprint color. I already did that, I'm retarded. So with imbalances, I also need to make it, I don't know why the lines are going through here. Are the ticks fixed for what specifically, the footprint? You mean ticks like when you zoom in and it shows how many levels? Is that what you mean? Oh. Yeah, right now they're fixed. I just need to add another setting so you can change it. It's really easy. It's just like literally small things like that I've just like forgotten to add that I just need to add before beta. That's what I mean by polishing. Let me write that down too. Yeah, that's a very easy thing though. We'll have adjustable tick sizes once beta comes out very soon. We have imbalance marking. Another thing is I need to make so the lines aren't teleporting through the things.
That's a floater.
Yeah, because normally like whenever they get hit, they'll disappear, but I don't know why they're not
Yeah.
doing it right now. But you can kind of see you can choose stacked, so minimum stacked, the ratio, and then you can turn off the lines if you want, and it'll just outline them.
Oh yeah, that's clean too.
Yeah, and then also the summary. So on the right side, you can have a footprint summary for visible range, current day, or a custom interval, and it just shows, the summary at each level of data. And that
Oh
was something that
yeah.
I saw that Market Monkey had that I liked, so that's why I added it. And this is also real time.
You're a little fish, so get out of here.
Yo, see you later, sir. Again, and then back. So with the indicators, you can literally use whatever data is available in the terminal. I've made everything open, like including the liquidation heat map. So with the liquidation heat map, like you have levels and stuff like that, as you know, and I need to increase the availability a little more. I don't know why it's gapping right here. See, it's like tiny little bugs like this that are just like appearing. That's what I'm fixing in the polish, basically. But beta is not supposed to be perfect, so if there are small things like that, you guys just let me know if you see anything, and I'll fix it pretty immediately. But yeah, the impact levels are these little green lines you see, and it's basically like weighted levels on which ones are most likely to get hit or have price react to them. I'm just gonna add like the actual levels themselves into the API for the indicators. So you like, let's say you want to make a strategy or something that detects whenever, you know, a liquidation level over a certain amount is hit. Also, the bucketing's weird. See, it's like, and the tooltips are being weird right now. But like, let's say you want to make a strategy whenever a liquidation level swept, you can do that. Like when we sweep right here, you can make it check like, okay, did we sweep? Are we seeing open interests, delta spikes, whatever? And then you can have it enter positions accordingly. And then the algo mode. Yeah, this is what I was showing earlier. You have your rails like max order size, max position size, max open orders, cooldown, max daily loss, and then back tester shows all the data here. I can run like SMA cross. I don't know how good this. I just made this as like an example. Claude made this just so I could test the actual backtesting itself. You can choose bars, which symbol. Yeah, see, and then it shows up like a graph here showing your gross profit, fees paid. You can factor in fees as well, average trade, and it shows you all the data, and it shows you each individual trade here. And then you can choose show trades on chart, and it'll show you here, see? Long, short, long, short. Invert this, we rich. Yeah, I don't know what Claude was doing when it made this. You can add the actual thing on here too, so you can see the lines. Yeah, that's actually delayed. Why did it enter the short here? Okay, I think that's just with light. Let me go into deep mode, because with deep mode you can choose the fills for bar range, which is like it waits for bar close, or intra bar. So inside of bars it can enter on the back testing, and then tick. This was what was raping the CPU usage on the back end, was the tick mode, because this enters trades with your algo based on raw trades and raw data instead of candles. And so it was pulling all that data for like 3 days range, and it was fucking the server. So that's the kind of stuff I just have to optimize before we actually offer the deep back testing. This might take another second. Yeah, what else? And then we just have all the normal tools and whatnot. We have your like anchored volume. And then anchored volume and everything, they live play, they're real times. Like as volume comes in, you'll see the levels changing. Like if you go down here, you probably see it. Yeah, see. We have I'm gonna add all the drawing tools TradingView has before launch. I just haven't gotten around to it. Because right now we have like your fib. You can have all your levels and stuff. Just literally just normal shit like that. You have your ruler. You have your lines. You have your rectangles. And then you just have like a little Lua menu up here too, so you can fuck with your custom indicators. And then everything's also like user account based. So on the website, once we actually have beta launch, you'll go on the website and this will change to like make an account or whatever. You'll make your account. Then you'll see here, it'll show your plan. You can manage your subscription, whatever. And then it goes through your account on the website. So if you make an account here and you have a plan, you just log in on the terminal itself and it'll let you log in. So it's pretty straightforward. What else? And then I'll add some more example indicators as well so you guys can play with that. It's just, you know, oh, I didn't even show the footprint bar stats either. Wait. Mobile phones? I don't see why you wouldn't be able to access it on mobile. I already made it so you can do it on the web. There are some limitations with the web version though, just like a little bit. It's nothing crazy, but like it's a little bit slower. You can see the heat maps are a little bit slower, but it works on the web the same way as it does in the app for the most part. It's just some things with like your algo trading and stuff, it might not work the exact same. Desktop just has more, it has a lot more capability on desktop. I would highly recommend using the desktop app. And then like with your order book, it's a little slower probably. Maybe not actually. Because it's using our backend aggregated stream, so you can see it's a little bit slower because the way that I designed it on the front end is that like on the actual desktop app is with the order book, it aggregates everything on your computer for optimization. So it's like it uses little to no CPU, but with the web, there's a lot of limitations, so I couldn't do the same. And it's just a little slower. It's a trade-off with using the web, but you'll be able to use this on your phone, yeah. And then you can also place trades once
On the phone, it would
I
be
get it
for
working.
something quick, you know, for think about
Yeah,
it. Are
something
we gonna
quick.
be,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, we're all
Charting
gonna be using
everything.
it
Yeah,
on the PC, you know what I'm saying?
everything
That
charting wise works just fine on the phone. Like if you want to open up, look at the heat map,
just
look at
yeah,
your
just right
open
quick,
interest,
you
like
know, to
everything
take a
like that.
snack
And
outside, you know,
yeah, all of
when
that
you don't
works.
have
All
your
of that
setup.
works. Yeah,
Yeah,
all of that works. It's just like with the more deep features like backtesting and algos and stuff like that. Obviously, you're going to want to use the desktop version. But yeah, everything works on mobile for just like charting wise.
that's awesome.
If it works on the web, yeah, and then footprint bar stats. Okay, yeah, here it finally came back. It's even wow, it lost even more money, but this one was more accurate. Let's see if this one will work. I'm not too hopeful, but we'll see. So this strategy is absorption reversal. So it's looking at the actual. This was like a test for our data, pulling our data from the server when it comes to the footprint data, because you can't make indicators with the footprint and shit on TradingView historically and backtest them and stuff like that. They I know for a fact they don't offer that. And so with the Lua editor, I was working on this little like this test strategy just for absorption on the footprint. It's looking for literally just absorption, and this was like really fucking the back end. So that's why I know it's the footprint data, because it's a lot of data to pull for like the 1 minute footprint for all exchanges across 1 day of 1 minute candles. That's a lot of data. So that's kind of just what I'm trying to work on optimizing before we release the deep backtesting mode. So yeah, bar stats are really, really good too. I'm going to add more metrics here soon. But with these, you can aggregate them as well. You can choose what exchanges you want. So you can deselect Hyperliquid or OKX or Binance, whatever you want. Round values, coin values. You can get rid of certain fields. You can move them around as you want. Let's see here.
Super clean, guys.
So it has literally everything other platforms have, just like with more capabilities. And it's also like, let me see how much.
So it took the blue pill?
Look, it's using, look, where'd it go? 33 megabytes of memory. That's fucking nothing. With all this stuff open, 33 megabytes of memory. That's kind of also what I designed it around, was optimization, so your
So
guys'
it doesn't
computers won't
crash
crash.
and
Like
shit.
you guys know about, if anyone here has used Bookmap, you know about
Oh, bro. Bookmap is the worst. Like you would need
bro,
like a big
Bookmap.
ass computer with some crazy shit to be
Yeah,
running that
bro.
shit, bro.
If you zoom out
That shit
a little
fried
too
my old
far,
laptop. I swear to it fried it. It
it'll
stopped working
dead ass
after it.
blow up. Yeah,
Yeah,
it'll
it
blow
stopped.
the
I
fuck
couldn't
up.
turn it on after the Bookmap. I swear, bro. That shit was fucked up.
Yeah, like see, I'm trying to run this absorption backtest. Fetching OB
Do the
depth
light
frames,
test.
500,000 rows, 500. No, I can't, because
Oh,
with the absorption, the light test you can only use certain data. So like it shows everything here on the guide, like order book depth grids, deep only. Footprint light is only the last 48 hours, deep full window. So like light just has more restrictions. You can't do certain things like footprint algos and shit like that. But we'll obviously offer those soon. But it's just like I don't want to blow up the server for beta launch. And it tells you how fills are
that.
decided, like bar range, one range per bar. That's what I was just talking about with the fills. This is a very important setting that you need to change with whenever you're backtesting. Like bar range, one range per bar. If a single bar touches both TP and SL wins. Intra-bar, sub-bars decide which side actually trades first. So it's literally just going. It's
Yo,
like,
that long one
where did price
printed.
move inside? Yeah. Oh yeah, we're flying right now. We are flying right now.
getting absorbed.
Oh, it came back. Look. Okay. Yeah, it's fun. I don't know what the hell happened here. Holy shit.
You got
And this
flatline.
is it only took 2 trades in the last 12 hours.
Oh, that's nice.
I get here. Wait, where? Where did it take them? Oh, right here. What the heck, dude? It took 2 longs. Why did it try to take a long here?
Oh no. That's like where Soul would take the long and get stopped out
Bro, why are you always shitting on So, dude?
because he always fucks with me, so I gotta fuck back with him.
Bro, poor So, dude. Yeah, but then again, this strategy Claude made as well, so it might not be accurate. But it was just for data testing to see how bad it would lag the servers. But um, it'll work sometime during beta once I get it fixed. But this will be very cool. I know you guys will fuck with this a lot because you can just run your algos on here and back test them. Because I know there's not a lot of platforms that offers this kind of back testing. Dude, we are tweaking out here. Hmm.
Yeah, we'll let you guys know when we have I have everything ready. He just gotta set up the links and shit, and we
Yeah,
can.
everything's just about done. It's just like the small polishing, getting everything like all the logins working. Like definitely within a week. I know I've been saying that for a while, but like it's literally just me coding the majority of this, so it's been pretty hard. But it's really pretty much done now, and the new UI looks a shit ton better than it used to. We're tweaking out here.
Yeah, CBD's about to launch.
Yeah, open interest got wiped out on this.
Yeah, that's like new longs coming in.
Yeah, I'm gonna add a net positioning indicator here soon too, just like Markham like he has. Mm-mm-mm. I mean, what the hell's going on, dude? This doesn't look right to me. Delta's just been like melted on this candle, but we're still pumping. These sellers are getting absorbed like crazy right now. Mm-mm-mm. Looks like we're right at the value area high too. We're gonna see what happens here. You watching, Jay? Yeah, but I'm super hyped for this launch. This is gonna be fucking awesome, dude.